Hey everyone, welcome to Talent Alchemy. I recently published a blog about skills architecture playbook. It covers the 10 decisions every company needs to get right if they want to build a clean, future-proof skills foundation using Talent Intelligence Hub. I shall drop the link for it as well in this post. Now, one thing I want to zoom in today, and that is our open skills ecosystem partners. Open skill ecosystem partners play a huge role in building a strong skills architecture with Talent Intelligence Hub. And in this upcoming series, I'm going to be hosting conversation with some of our key skills partners to unpack a few important questions. What makes their offering truly unique? How do they integrate with SuccessFactors and Talent Intelligence Hub? How do they stand out in an increasingly crowded skills vendor landscape? And what's next? What innovations they are working on? This episode today, a precursor to understanding why open skills ecosystem partners is critical as part of the skills overall skills architecture for SuccessFactors Talent Intelligence Hub. Let me share my screen at this point. The shift towards a skills-based workforce is picking up speed. This transformation depends on one thing, your skill architecture, the foundation that defines how skills are structured, how they are governed, how they flow through your HR tech landscape, and how employees, managers, and admin actually experience them. So what's happening? Most organizations jump straight into skills projects. And I've been talking to a lot of customers on a daily basis. I have seen SAP SuccessFactor customers engaging with different HR tech or skills vendor separately rather than as a coherent group. The result? Duplicate skills across systems, messy job profiles, confused employees, frustrated managers, and governance models held together with duct tape. I'm going to quickly run through those 10 design decisions I shared in my blog. So let's start. Now, everything starts with a single question. Where does the truth sit? For job architecture and skills governance, SAP SuccessFactors Talent Intelligence Hub should be your system of record and governance layer. Job Profile Builder holds your job architecture. Open skill ecosystem partners enrich your skills library and the job architecture data. And then Talent Intelligence Hub governs and standardizes everything. Get this foundation right, and the rest of your skill strategy becomes infinitely easier. Once you know where the truth lives, the next step is what does that truth look like? The attribute library in Talent Intelligence Hub is your governance layer for all skills master data. It helps you when your open skill ecosystem partner sends business and industry relevant skills data, standardize it in attributes library. This avoids duplicate skills, confusing naming conventions. You get to maintain a clean and unified skills library. Now, if there is one thing employees love, it's adding skills. And if there is one thing managers love, it's being skeptical of those skills. So validation matters. You need to decide who validates the skills. Is it employee, manager, or both? Or does it depend on the skill type maybe? Now, what's the sequence of that validation? Is it employee declares the skills, manager approves, or manager nominates, employee confirms? Maybe system in first, employee validates, and then manager approves. There are so many decisions to make. Which system is the system of record for validation? That's a key decision you need to make. Now, let's talk about the fourth one. You need to understand your skills signals. Skills come from everywhere. Projects, learning, bots, assessments, even legacy tools that are somehow still alive. SAP SuccessFactors growth portfolio should be the master system of record for all employees' skills interaction, and that's where all skills signals ultimately lead to. Other systems can contribute, but they cannot be own the truth. Now let's talk about skills inference. Decide how skills inference will happen and from where. What external sources can infer skills? Project systems, your legacy HR or maybe learning tools, external learning platform. Is there a gig or mobility platform? Is there an assessment vendor? How will you judge the quality of that assess skills? During your design decisions, talk about which success factor processes continuously infer skills. Is it learning completions, internal gigs, performance achievements, career development activities. A thoughtful inferencing strategy prevents noise skills and keeps your profiles trustworthy. Let's talk about the sixth one. Decide where employee skill data would flow. Once an employee's skills are updated and validated, where does that data go? Typical downstream consumers include recruiting, learning, if you are using a non-success factor solution, or maybe a workforce planning solution, or maybe an assessment vendor. Next, define what downstream application need to receive that standardized skills master data. Next, let's talk about the employee experience. Employees are the heart of your skills ecosystem. How much ownership do they have? Can they fully declare skills? Can they only declare infer skills? Can they only add validated skills? Are they only able to view or able to manage skills and edit skills? Or maybe a blended model? And how guided should their experience be? Is it going to be a single entry inside SuccessFactor, some interaction inside Partners tool, or a completely unified growth portfolio experience? Whatever design decision you go for, keep it simple, intuitive, and aligned to growth. Let's talk about managers. How much oversight managers have? Do they validate? Do they approve? Do they approve only for critical skills? How deeply do skills feed talent decisions? Should they use skills to recommend learning? Are they going to support succession plans? So all those key decisions for manager experience is really important. And finally, the admins. Admins run the heartbeat of your skills ecosystem. So define who owns the skills library. Is it going to be your HR COE? Is it going to be your talent admins? Is it going to be your learning admins? I do not advise giving too many admins access to skills library data. It's really sensitive data, and you want to make sure the governance is controlled. Only a handful super admins should have access to the data. The 10 key design decisions, if you go through it correctly and ask these questions during your design, you will have a great skills architecture. Now let's talk about Talent Intelligence Hub for a moment, because this is really important point. TIH does not come with a built-in skills library. And there's very intentional choice. Why? Because no two companies are the same. Your industry, your roles, your operating model, your global presence, all of that matters. A one-size-fits-all skills ontology just doesn't work. And this is where the skills architecture partners play a critical role. In a perfect skills architecture, SuccessFactor Talent Intelligence Hub becomes your skills master data. It is the governance layer. This is where you store your skills master data, your job master data. This is where your skills architecture partner play a critical role. These partners help you define your job architecture and skills framework, set up the right foundation, and create skills and job content that's tailored specifically to your business. This work happens even before TIH is launched. So together, Talent Intelligence Hub and the open skill ecosystem partners, they form that skills foundation. And SuccessFactor Career and Talent Development Solutions, CTD, becomes the experience layer for employees and managers to interact with those skills signal. Most of our skills ecosystem partners continuously update that skills and job data as industries evolve, as the labor market shifts, as the nature of work changes. And that's what ensures your skill data stays current and aligned with what's happening in the real world. What you are getting from these partners is tailored, trusted, and proven data. And that's exactly why choosing the right partner is so important, because your entire skill strategy is only as strong as the foundation it's built on. I'm starting that series starting from this week. I'll introduce each of our key skills ecosystem partners, and we'll talk about their product, their roadmap, and how they integrate with TIH. Building a skills based organization is not about collecting skills, it's about creating a system of truth, a system of intelligence, and a system of experience that employees and managers and even admins can trust. So, see you in the next episode. Stay curious, stay golden.